This video will go over how to create custom PALs in the eQAPP Setup tool, PALs tab. For more information on how to use the eQAPP Setup tool, please refer to our eQAPP Tutorials playlist, linked in the description. Go to Tools, Data, eQAPP Setup. Select the correct project and go to the PALs tab. To add a custom project action limit instead of selecting one from the source project action limits list, click the green plus button in the lower gray box on the middle of the screen. Note: please be sure to click the green plus button before populating the custom PAL details. Update the fields for name, matrix, etc. Note: the EMCX prefers that you include the month and year in the descriptive name to more readily identify the PAL. The descriptive name is the full name of our PAL. In this case, Water Ecological Screening Levels, Los Alamos National Laboratory, September 2017. The descriptive name shows up on reports. The short name is what the computer uses to identify the PAL. It is a shortened version of the PAL's name, which is determined by the user. It does not need to be readable by a human, and should not contain special characters or spaces besides hyphens or underscores. We'll call ours W_ecolanal_sept17. The matrix for this PAL is aqueous. The website reference field must be filled out with the website where the PAL is published. We'll paste in our site. Note that you must include http:// for the system to recognize this as a legitimate website. The source is the publisher of the limits, Los Alamos National Laboratory Eco-Risk Database. The version may be indicated by a version number. This PAL is version 4.1, or you may use the publication month and year if a version number is not specified. Click Save. Make sure to save before you upload your CSV, or there may be issues. Hovering over the upload icon with your mouse will show you the format needed to upload the information in your PAL. The upload must be in CSV format. CAS number, EPA ID, or Client Analyte ID can be used to specify the analyte. Note that only one needs to be filled out. Then limit and units must also be included. Other fields, such as analyte name, may be included, but are not required and are not scanned by the system. To create the custom PAL, open a new Excel worksheet. Label the columns CAS, EPA ID, Client Analyte ID with no spaces, limit, units, and add one that says analyte name. Note, the analyte name column is optional, but we will include it for our own benefit. We will enter two analytes, iron and C10-C12 hydrocarbons. For the sake of simplicity, the limit will be 11 for both. Units will be milligrams per liter for both. The units in a custom PAL file should all be the same. Do not include mixed units in a custom PAL file, for example, including milligrams per liter and micrograms per liter in the same file. We can look up the CAS number in FUDSChem by going to Reports, Chemistry Data, Analyte Name Cross-Reference. Use the search box to find iron. Copy the CAS number and add it to the custom PAL CSV. Use the search box to find C10-C12 hydrocarbons. There is no CAS for C10-C12 hydrocarbons, and there's no EPA ID, so we will need to use the client analyte ID. Copy the valid value, PHCC10C12, and add it to the custom PAL CSV. Save the file as a CSV. In the eQAPP setup interface, click the green up arrow icon in the lower gray box in the middle of the screen to upload the file. If there was an issue with the upload, you will get a message that says the PAL was not uploaded, along with a description of what was wrong. In our case, the file imported successfully. The pop-up message references a report we can check to verify that the custom PAL was successfully imported. Go to Reports, Environmental Setup Reports, Regulatory Limits. Select the project and choose the Los Alamos National Laboratory Limits. Note, if your custom PAL is not available in this dropdown, the upload was not successful. Click View Report. We can see that iron was successfully uploaded, but what about our hydrocarbons? Up at the top, we have the Analytes dropdown set to Only in Project. Currently, our project does not include a method that lists hydrocarbons as an analyte, so they are not shown. But we do have a metals method in our project, so iron is showing up. The metals method was set up previously for this demonstration. Change the Analytes dropdown to All in PALs. Click View Report. Now our hydrocarbons show up. This is because we set the report to show everything included in our PAL, even if we don't have a method for them set up yet. Since both of our values are appearing, now that we have the filter set correctly, we know that our upload was successful. Another option is looking at the regulatory limits by analyte report. Go to Reports, Environmental Setup Reports, Regulatory Limits by Analyte. Choose the project. Select iron as the analyte and click View Report. This shows us all of the different PALs for our project that have values for iron. All of these reports update in real time, so if you make an update to the eQAPP and click Refresh on the report, your update will appear. All of these reports can be exported to a variety of formats by clicking on the floppy disk icon. Don't forget to subscribe to the FUDSChem YouTube channel for more tutorial videos. All of the tutorials and playlists mentioned during this video are linked in the description below. Lastly, if you have questions or comments, feel free to contact us at fuds.support@synectics.net. Thank you.